Hi, we are back at Wikipedia once again. Anger, also known as wrath or rage, is an intense emotional state involving a strong, uncomfortable, and non cooperative response to a perceived provocation, hurt, or threat. A person experiencing anger will often experience physical effects such as an increased heart rate, elevated blood pressure, and increased levels of adrenaline and noradrenaline. Some view anger as an emotion which triggers part of the fight or flight response. Anger becomes the predominant feeling behaviorally, cognitively, and physiologically when a person makes the conscious choice to take action to immediately stop the threatening behavior of another outside force. The English term originally comes from the term anger of Old Norse language. Anger can have many physical and mental consequences. The external expression of anger can be found in facial expressions, body language, physiological responses, and at times public acts of aggression. Facial expressions can range from inward angling of the eyebrows to a full frown. While most of those who experience anger explain its arousal as a result of what has happened to them. Psychologists point out that an angry person can very well be mistaken because anger causes a loss in self monitoring capacity and objective observability. Modern modern psychologists view anger as a normal, natural, and major emotion experienced by virtually all humans at times, and as something that has functional value for survival. Uncontrolled anger can, however, negatively affect personal or social well being and impact negatively on those around them. While many philosophers and writers have warned against the spontaneous and uncontrolled fits of anger, there has been disagreement over the intrinsic value of anger. The tissue of dealing with anger has been written about since the times of the earliest philosophers, but modern psychologists, in contrast to early writers, have also pointed out the possible harmful effects of suppressing anger. So, I was thinking about this anger thing quite many times already. There's this one guy, Mark Passio, he's talking about the sacred gift of anger. And I was thinking also about that. What does the thing called anger makes sacred? How comes that somebody can say it is sacred? And mm, causes anger causes a loss in self monitoring capacity and objective observability, which means your reality gets shredded. You will probably experience this kind of tunnel look. You can't just see the whole picture anymore. You just focus on one little thing. And that's now I will make an example about why I think anger is sacred. If somebody is really angry, and usually anger is a bad emotion, you're got bad feelings, that's why you're angry and you figure all kinds of things out. There has been many people on this earth wondering who were killing other people. Some of them just killed one and some of them killed millions. And if you think about it, if you ever watched pictures from medieval ages, witch burning and this kind of stuff, if you watch pictures from old times and think about like all those different torture machines they created back then, like they're taking these kind of wooden splinters and they take a hammer and your hand is there like screwed down, you can't move your fingers, you're like locked down, and they hammer these wooden splinters under your fingernails, under every fingernail. And then I think it doesn't feel that well, I guess. Probably they did it also to the toes, I don't know. It's a detail. And afterwards they put them on fire. And then you watch like they burn, and I think it doesn't feel that well as either. What I'm trying to explain here is the creativity which emerges from anger. Like if there's somebody who has like this kind of nature who's trying really to hurt someone, he will figure a million ways out how to hurt someone. So if you are angry the next time, remember self-monitoring, objective observability. If you are really fucking angry, take a step back of yourself and watch at the whole situation. Watch it yourself, how you are reacting in this very moment from another perspective. And you're still angry, but you are one step away from yourself. And then you probably would figure out a million things. How could you use this energy, what emerged from anger and the creativity, in a whole different way? Turn it around, making from minus to plus. This is what I'm trying to say. The sacracy of anger lies in its creativity, even though it's hidden underneath all the bad stuff. But that's up to you. Turn the stakes into gold and use the immense amount of power, energy, and creativity what emerges from anger. Turn your anger into something what you can stand behind it. Probably it won't happen the first time. Like many other things, you got to practice. This is your life. It's up to you how you want to affect things. Thanks, that's it.